What is going on, everybody? Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds, along with our friends Rob the Retro Tech Dad and Ban from Ban Unboxed, and maybe Andrew. We also got producer Sony here. So it has been quite the week over here at Retro Handhelds. Zood kind of dropped a bombshell video a few days ago here. God, I guess that was, Wednesday? And he kind of voiced all of our opinions, not just ours, but I feel like a lot of the customers out there, especially out here in the West, we're saying, he's done with Ayaneo, here's why. And really, it's us at Retro Handhelds. We're done. And what it specifically is we're done accepting review units from Ayaneo until they do right by their customers, get things out timely to backers, fulfill their promises, and just make some changes. Because we're not out to do a hit piece on Ayaneo. We never planned for this. Zoo was just sort of, on his own over there saying, like, oh, I'm done with this, But we've all been kind of feeling that lately, and I'm like, yeah, man, just if that's in your heart, just go for it. And I fully support him, and we all fully support Zoo here. And and we're kind of just joining in that now. Like, hey, we're done reviewing them. But the problem is that in the meantime, while we hope that they make changes, and they've already given a response, which we'll talk about, the thing is that there's some handhelds they make, mini handhelds they make, which are still freaking awesome to enjoy and actually use, minus some very recent QC issues I'm experiencing with multiple things here. And so it's like, we still want to enjoy these, and we do want to talk about them and review them, just not from Ayaneo, and we don't want to buy them from Ayaneo because we don't know when we're going to get our orders. For instance, I still have not gotten my retail order for my Pocket Air Mini that I bought so many months back, waiting forever to get my Conquer Pocket Fit, which eventually just showed up, and then the Pocket DS. Multiple campaigns, and things have just been sliding kind of downhill as far as reliability goes over the last 6 months, especially, I've noticed. And kind of having said all that, it's like, okay, if you do want to pick up their handheld still, despite all that drama, despite all those problems, and you want to get your unit, and you want to make sure it's good to go, and there's a good solid return policy where you're not going to get the runaround from customer service, there is an option. Not only is there Best Buy, which is pretty upcharged, which I don't think they have the Pocket Air Mini specifically yet.
No, they don't.
And AliExpress resellers and also some other resellers, but all of these places seem to upcharge pretty decently, and that can be tough. So a lot of people still opt for backing the Ayaneo Indiegogo campaign or buying from their website when that becomes a thing. And so that leads us to wanting to talk about Aknes. Now, Aknes is a brand we've worked with for a couple of years now, and they mainly focus on controllers. So they cover, 8BitDo and Ghoulie Kit and, what am I forgetting? There's a few others.
GameSir, I think.
And, right, yes. And they do a lot of, TMR joystick stuff, Hall stick stuff. And they're just dipping their toes now into trying out selling handhelds because Jim over at Aknes, they're able to get these things domestically over in China, and then they don't add hardly any markup on them and then get them over to the US. And so this has been the most reliable way to get the Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini that we have found. Now, disclosure here, this one they sent to me for review, Aknes did, because they want to just try this out. I believe this is the only review unit that they have sent out for this. But separately, Rob and Andrew both purchased from Aknes. And
they actually had no idea I ordered from them.
Yeah, just
I did
anonymously.
It as a test. Yep, I did it as a test, kind of the same thing with AliExpress. I ordered one from AliExpress and then one from Aknes, and they both showed up pretty quickly, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
And I actually ordered one on the Monday podcast, right away, and it's already shipping to me.
Yep.
And
I got my Aknes unit was 8 days. My AliExpress unit came in 6 days, so pretty fast. I mean, that's really solid.
Aknes shipped same day with you guys?
Yeah.
You put the order in, and then
Yep.
AliExpress also?
Yep, I got my
Yeah.
my tracking pretty much within 24 hours for AliExpress.
Nice. I also
Now,
bought
Aknes was better because the markup wasn't as much, but, again, I didn't know Aknes was an option until they just recently did it, so which is awesome.
Yeah, they just dropped that December 15th, I think it was.
Yep.
And their upcharge is what, $10? $15, I think it is. So it brings it
Yeah.
under $100 total to get that to you. Whereas the AliExpress listing, now I bought one as well from AliExpress, and that listing was $140. So a big upcharge. It
I
showed
forget
up.
what I paid for mine. I think mine was like 120 maybe around that. I think.
After
Yeah.
coupons, mine was about 120 off AliExpress.
Yeah. Yeah, I paid about the same what Band paid, so I remember that.
And so, with that, my AliExpress order showed up the day before my Aknes order, but I placed that order, I think 3 or 4 days before, Aknes hit me up and they said, hey, we're going to experiment with this new program. Would you want to sort of try this out and let us know, what you think about us covering Handhelds? I'm like, that sounds awesome. We need a place to reliably get the Pocket Air Mini. So they're also offering this service, which I thought was cool. For an extra $8, they're going
So
to
bummed.
they're going to etch your name or whatever you want on the back. I don't know if they're going to do the logo. They were saying like that's kind of just something they're playing around with. But for $8 if you want, they'll put something on the back there.
I'm so bummed that wasn't an option when I ordered. I would have totally done that. Yeah.
I know. I kind of want to buy another one now and get I don't know, something else written on there. And I want to get another colorway too. This is the Retro Power. And so on today's stream, we're not only going to sort of discuss Zoo's video a little bit and what's happened since then, but also just play with the Pocket Air Minis. And we haven't made any content on these ones yet and haven't really discussed it too much. And so just we want to like evaluate and let you all know our thoughts and if it's even, worth buying, which spoiler alert, this thing is pretty freaking awesome for the price point, for the under $100 market, especially.
Yeah.
Going up against other options like the Mengmi Air X, which is that widescreen, which is absolutely killing it right now. These guys are killing it over there. And Magic X, they just released this one called the 135, which I'm really enjoying. We did a stream a couple of days ago on this one, and this does up to some light PS2, which is ridiculous. And also it's like a vertical and a horizontal handheld, so love this one. Yeah, Andrew, we're just starting. Hop on over, man. Love to get your thoughts. Andrew put up an article after Zoo's video. He had his own thoughts and he brought receipts, and he's like, hey, here are all the statistics of all the late delivered handhelds this year, of basically saying in response to Ayaneo's response, which Ayaneo's response to Zoo's video was in so many words saying, hey, it's not our bad, it's everyone else's fault, here's why. But also at the same time sort of admitting to the fact that the Best Buy listings we always thought were probably people who were reselling, who were
we knew they
scalping.
were resellers. Yeah, I mean, we knew they were. We figured they were probably reselling from the domestic market, which I mean.
But then they dropped a bombshell in their response here, saying that no, they are allowing that in limited quantities. They said they released 20.
Kind of contradicted themselves, I think, within their statement. I believe.
Right. Yeah, which was kind of nuts. And so it revealed some interesting information. And now in a further response after this on their Discord, we were saying that they were sort of talking about Ayaneo Retroid, saying they're, a $1 billion company, more chips, $1 billion company, and they're a small, little company. And so basically don't worry about any of this. And they're going to get all of everyone's orders out, which I also say, yeah, they will. They do get all the orders out eventually. Absolutely. I can't say that they've missed anybody there, although some people with the Pocket Air Mini say they haven't gotten their orders. There were 180 backers left. They needed to put in their address, Ayaneo was saying. And so, I don't know. It's just all kind of silly to me. And we've been working with Ayaneo a long time over here, and we probably are now, quote unquote, blacklisted. We don't expect them to want to work with us, and that's okay. We accept that. They did offer the Pocket Vert to us to review about a week ago or so, and just kind of left that on red and said, I think we're going a different way here. It's the same song and dance every time. They send the review unit out early, and then it's, we make the review, and then it's months and months of waiting for the customer who aren't able to get it in their hands, as well as, when we buy our own retail units. So it's just really tough, guys. It's just tough. We want to hear from you out there. This is sort of an open discussion here today, and also just a fun stream playing with the handle, of course. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments in the live chat, and start out the year, I guess, with a bang, because Zoo's video went all over Reddit. Now we didn't expect that. It just kind of blew up. So all right,
Kind of awesome though.
yeah, it's yeah, it's good that there's so many people out there who feel the way Zoo does and feel how we feel.
I mean,
It's cool.
I watched that video twice because it was just like he just captured everything that I was thinking about the whole Ayaneo situation, honestly. So
Yeah, and he brought up a good point too, like Chemical Burrito, like, who knows how to ship is Ambernick. They have their own faults.
Yeah,
they have their
really
own
do.
issues. We talk about their issues all the time. They release handheld after handheld. There's the e-waste situation that you can consider here with so many different products coming out. But they do ship reliably, and they're just, yeah, you're going to get your order, and you're going to get it fast. With Ayaneo, you're going to get your order. You're going to get it eventually. That's the difference.
That's the thing. It begs the question: what's Ambernick doing differently than Ayaneo that they're able to figure it out, but Ayaneo can't? And Ayaneo's been around for 5 years, plus now.
Well,
So
what's
going on there?
They claim they're a small company and that they don't have the resources to scale up like this, and so they're needing to get Indiegogo backer or campaign backing to have the resources and the funding. So we're giving them an interest-free loan, is what Zoo was stating, which I agree with.
Which is what's happening. Yep.
Which,
Yeah.
if you're a fan of them and you support them, then it's kind of like, okay, well, where's the problem there? And so for those folks, the loyalists there, and I think there's quite a few of them as well, maybe there is no problem. They're good with it. They clearly are good with it. And so good enough. But for all the people who give the money expecting to get a handheld in a timely manner, it doesn't seem to be happening. And it happens again. They say they'll do better again. The Pocket S2, the Ayaneo Ace, the Mini, the DS, the Conquer, which all of these are awesome handhelds. Like, we reviewed them well. I love the Conquer Pocket Fit. I don't.
Again, I keep saying it. I have a love-hate relationship with
It's-
Ayaneo.
It's conflicted. We just want
some
them.
of the stuff is cool, but then you got the other stuff that goes on with them.
Yeah, we just want them to do better so that they have a strong just change in direction to where they build up the reputation of they get things out to people and they're prioritizing their Indiegogo backers who are supporting them day one. Because the other part of this, and Zoo mentioned about this, is that they're giving these units out. People are buying them in big bulk orders. And then there's some scalping going on, but there's some legitimate partnerships they have with Best Buy, the seller on their Best Buy shop, and other places domestically where they're giving a lot of orders out there. And so people are getting orders from Best Buy and other places before they're getting their Indiegogo backing. And that's just tough. And then there's the ongoing thing where the handhelds feel and appear premium, but then under the hood, you might have things such as the Pocket Evo, which is another awesome handheld, which had overheating issues because the thermal paste wasn't there. And then recently for me on my Pocket DS, I'm in the middle of a video right now where I love this thing. I like it because it's bigger, it just has a bigger screen than the Thor. That's why I enjoy it. But it came with the left joystick and the left L2 button just not working. And people in Discord said, "Oh, it's no problem. You just got to open it up. Just open it up, tear it apart, and reconnect the ribbon cables, and it's fine." That's a normal thing, right? When a consumer gets a thing after waiting for months, that's a normal thing. You just have to reconnect ribbon cables. This clamshell has been probably the most difficult handheld I've gotten into in a long time. And the thing about it is that even though I was very careful and slow, and I actually did this live on Too Loud Save State podcast yesterday, if you want to see the process
Ouch.
that I started to go through. I was very careful, and no matter what, it seems like you're going to permanently create plastic seam cuts, and it's all malformed now. And it's just gross looking. What was once premium is all gross. And not to mention that, but the screws are hiding underneath here and the shoulders.
Oh.
And there's magnets there, so the screws when you go to put the screws back in, they get magnetically get sucked underneath the buttons here. And so I had to reopen this about 4 times. And I finally gave up and just didn't put the screws back in the shoulders at all. So it's a little creaky as well. So, hundreds of dollars I bought this for. And, I never did a review, unit for this or anything like that. I was really excited for it, and now
Apparently
it's all just
that's-
janky.
Apparently, a couple people have been complaining about that.
A lot of people on Reddit.
There's
you'll
actually
see
someone said there's an eBay listing where someone had to.
Yeah.
They're just selling it as is, basically,
Yeah.
because Ayaneo won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just like I was so excited for this, and it's a beautiful premium looking handheld, and now it's just ugh. I even wrote a song.
It seems like I have the unicorn.
I know you got the unicorn. I even wrote a song about it. I played over on Two Lads podcast yesterday. I was just like, you got to treat these situations with a little bit of like levity and a little bit of humor, because it's like, I don't know, man. It kind of is what it is there. And so it comes back to, we need some accountability, and their responses after all this is, once again, every time, like when Russ upsets them, and he brings some truth to light, they respond with this sort of gaslighting response that never, ever, ever, ever accepts responsibility or blame or anything.
No.
And once again, we're seeing that situation here where everything's deflected, and in their response, they revealed further deceptions and further issues. And it's
I saw a lot of comments where people were saying, they wish they took this as the opportunity to just take some ownership for some of the aspects of how they're handling business. It would have been a good opportunity for them to do that.
Yeah, I know, man. So it's so it's been a wild time the last 48 hours over here. And while I don't think they're malicious in what they're doing, it's like maybe it's a pride thing. They just don't want to admit fault. But I feel like being transparent and admitting to the problems, and there was a little bit at the top of the response, there was a little bit of kind of like, we understand, we've taken long to ship things, we understand that, we admit to that, but here's why it's everyone else's problem. And you'll see on their Indiegogo just endless customer complaints, and on Reddit, endless customer complaints. And you'll see just in Zoo's video, endless people backing Zoo up and saying, hey, you right on the money. This is how we all feel. Thank you for voicing this. And that was cool to see. It was so cool to see, because you are not alone out there, and the frustration is endless. And people who want to cancel their orders now from the Indiegogo campaign are not getting their orders canceled. They're being left unread by Ayaneo customer support for 20 days plus, I'm hearing in some instances, or more. People who have issues, QC issues, sometimes they get the kit shipped out to them. Sometimes they need to be shipped back to Ayaneo. They never get the handheld back in a timely way. They'll eventually get it back. And the customer service runaround is another sort of issue with this. Shipping to China is not fun. And so buying from a shop like Aknes, where their shipping is reasonable and their customer service is easy, or getting from Best Buy or even Amazon from the Droix shop or something, like any way you can get things returned reliably if there is a QC issue with your unit, is a better way to go than trying to deal directly with the company, it seems like. So that's something else we hope they change, because we want to see them do well. We always wish the best for people. We aren't here to tear people down or tear companies down. I just like enjoying tech and reviewing cool tech. It's not in my spirit to be like, screw this, screw that. They suck. Let's talk about why they're the worst.
They really do have cool stuff. That's the thing. That's why it's so painful, because you want to make videos about something, but then no one can actually buy it, and that's frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been big. Definitely one of the reasons why I haven't really covered them on my channel, just because it's like, by the time they ship product, no one cares. They've moved on to the next product. Ayaneo's moved on to the next product. It's very tough. It's a shame. They need to let their devices cook a little longer.
They did. The last handheld I remember them doing pretty well with was the Pocket Micro. This is the classic, the second one, the one with the joysticks. When I reviewed that first, that was an easier time getting to people, I felt like. And then the classic, these are more handhelds that I enjoy. But I started to see that pattern after that handheld, where each one I reviewed, I'm like, well, when are I just hyped this thing because I'm stoked on it. It's cool, or maybe I don't like it. For instance, the DMG I didn't really enjoy at all, and the first Pocket S I didn't enjoy. but when are people going to get these things? I kept seeing that just longer and longer delays, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna review this for people. Like, no, that sucks.
Funny because we're almost a year later from the DMG thing with the plastic and the fiasco with that. And, I remember Russ made a video about it. Mike made a video about it, and I thought it couldn't get any worse for them, and it somehow managed to be a worse year for them in terms of just fulfilling product, and they announced and released more products than ever. So it's kind of wild.
I mean, they announced nearly 20 handhelds during the course of this year.
That. Yeah, let's look at the stats that Andrew. So Andrew released this article, and he brought receipts here. So they released in 2025, or announced anyways, Pocket Vert, Next 2, Pocket S2, Pocket S2 Pro, Air Mini, Retro Mini PC, AMO3, the AMO1S there, Conquer Pocket Fit, Pocket DS, Flip 1 SDS, Flip 1 SKB, Pocket Play, Ayaneo Gaming Pad, Conquer Fit, Ayaneo Code R, Pocket Ace, Pocket Micro Classic, and Ayaneo 3.
There's actually one. There's actually one missing from here.
Which one?
The Mini S, I believe.
Yeah, the Pocket
the Mini
S,
S, yeah.
like Pocket S Mini.
Yeah, S Mini. That's what it was. Yep.
So it's technically even more than what has been covered here, but it's because they announced it and then we've heard nothing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And this isn't even one we've covered on the podcast yet, which we do every Monday, and we dig into all this stuff. But I agree. Yeah. Twin Reverb. Yeah. The Ace was awesome. Absolutely. Now that was a funny one. They started doing these review embargoes too, that were very much like telling the reviewer. And I'll just tell you straight up, they told the reviewers, hey, here's what we want you to say about this. And I was like, this is BS. And so I aired that on our Discord, said, here's what they want me to say about this. And they immediately retracted. They got back to them. And then they sent an email to all the reviewers. They're like, hey, that was a mistake. That was a new person who made a mistake and accidentally told everybody that they needed to review this in a certain way and say these specific things. And it's like, no, that's what you guys were hoping we would do. And the YouTubers who maybe want to get, free tech, free toys, and just review them positively because it's like easy to do. Here's the review guide. No thanks. No thanks. That is just not in our ethics over here at RH. And many reviewers, I know, it is also not in their ethics because I'm also seeing other reviewers being thrown under the bus on Reddit and other places. I see like our buddies over there at Russ, Retro Game Core, and Tech Dweeb and others being thrown right under the bus along with this, which we're not saying that they're reviewing poorly or there's ethical issues there, at least not that I've ever seen. It is the fact that, yes, there probably are some channels out there who like the candy and just want to have the candy. Sure. When you get to be a larger channel, that sheen does really wear off. And there's no affiliate revenue to be made from these Indiegogo campaigns unless the brand wants to do something special. I think AYN is pretty good about it, but Ayaneo never, at least with us, there was never money that changed hands for any of their campaigns. So there's not really, I don't know. There's not too much incentive, I think, for shenanigans there. I do feel like some of the reviewers who say things like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and they say that over and over again, that leads to some credibility issues. But they legitimately do make some nice handhelds at the same time. And so I can't speak for other reviewers, but I'm seeing that, and I'm saying we're not throwing those reviewers under the bus or saying they're at fault here. Also, Ban, you're in a different room today.
No, I'm not.
Where's your tree?
The chat already noticed.
Yeah, they
were pretty confused. Yeah.
Bubble. Let me see that.
Yeah. I'm currently in the space where I do most of my pictures for the RH website because the lighting for top-down stuff is a lot better in here, except for the old Logitech web camera that's sitting right in front of me.
It's very clean. I like the pictures in the background too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of that's from up where part of my family's from, so yeah, I got that too.
And Zeus says, I was specifically throwing Andrew under the bus, but it was very subtle and no one picked up on it. That's good.
Zoo, if there's one thing Zoo is good at, it's subtlety.
Oh, man. Are you sure about that?
Oh, absolutely.
He'll just let you know how it is.
Yeah, really.
Absolutely.
Zoo doesn't need to be subtle by anything.
Zoo is nothing but subtle. Yeah, like look.
Oh
at
man.
that. He's just painting.
I'm pretty sure that was made. It was a created photo, not by Zoo himself.
Real tuber. This is I like these spicy comments. Give us some of these. What's worse is bros don't even talk about what they're doing to try and get Ayaneo to change, like not buying their products. I mean, yeah, that's fair. But Ban, yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm one of those people that doesn't buy Ayaneo products like directly from them. The last time I bought an Ayaneo handheld new was the original Pocket Air.
Which was 3 years ago.
And that one actually shipped pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's been a progression.
Yeah, they've been yeah, there it is. Pocket Air.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't tend to buy from them unless it's a specific thing that I really want at this point it's like I don't know that I will buy another thing. I'm not buying the Pocket Vert, and I don't know that I'll buy another one. Again, these ones I bought here were sort of earlier on, but yeah, I don't see myself, especially after the Pocket DS experience, which was crap. Like that was just a crap shit experience. Truly, that's one.
Yeah.
The thing is, how much, we're talking, I mean, I see Chad talking about it, the impact of us, let's say everyone in the Western market decided to never buy an Ayaneo product again. What does that actually mean for Ayaneo? How much of their sales come from domestic, versus international? Because they seem to not care much about the international audience. So it must be that the domestic business is keeping them afloat or keeping them moving along here. So
Yeah.
Right.
that's the thing. We don't know. We don't know what the numbers are like. We don't know how well they do in China, so.
That's their primary market. We know that.
Yeah.
And it's really in the West, the Western countries here that get the shaft at the end of the day, because we're hearing from countries like South Africa and places in Europe, and I believe the UK and Canada, who are getting much easier access to these handhelds. So I think a lot of the fervor is coming from the US especially, and that's where we're feeling the hurt over here, and we're being really deprioritized, and it sucks for people who've been supporting them a long time or who get hyped up from one of these reviews and like, well, I want to get the cool thing. It's like, where do you get that? Which sort of brings us back to the original topic of we like the Air Mini, but do not buy it from Ayaneo. Do not buy it from Ayaneo. Literally anywhere else. One of the places is Aknes because they clearly shipped it fast and it came here quick. So like that's where you can get that. So speaking of, and we'll talk more about the other serious stuff. I'll enjoy the conversation that's going on in chat. You guys are awesome.
I think it's important to have these conversations,
Yeah.
I think we all can have a part in it too. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we all can make choices about how we spend our money. If we really feel strongly about how Ayaneo performs as a company, I mean, yeah, we can make a choice to just not buy their stuff, period, and I do agree with that.
I think maybe we'd get to that point now.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where it's like, no matter how cool the new thing is, if we really all want to make them change, a bunch of the channels need to stand up, not just ours, and sort of have this united front of, and step one for us is not accepting review units. That was our first decision. Step two is, not promoting them, which admittedly this stream right here, of course, is promoting one of their handhelds, right? We're showing it off. But really, Aknes is who we want to give the love to here, not Ayaneo, because they just happen to release a decent one here. And the next step, I suppose, would be to just not buy their stuff and not cover it, right? And yet we're a retro handhelds channel, and they make retro handhelds. Yeah. So it's like this weird.
I mean, that's why when I say people are surprised. Thing, right?
What do we?
I never covered an Ayaneo product, on my channel. I mean, and I've had people
you just make the
surprised
decision.
by that. Yeah, it just
maybe we just do that. Maybe we just get
happening. It's just that's what it is. Me. I as Andrew says, I have my handheld museum. And I could probably make some videos about it, but I just I think there are better brands out there that actually deliver on their product.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we just
Stubbs
join
taking
you,
a
Rob.
stance right now.
Okay, How about this? I'll join you in that stance.
I mean, the thing, and it's tough because, like, again, Aknes is, they obviously put an order in, they got the shipment from Ayaneo, and now they're selling it as a reseller, you know, and they are a reliable storefront. They're doing a good job. They're shipping the product on time as promised, you know, for a good price, and so that's tough. That's a tough part, you know, where I'm sure Aknes is trying to expand their business, and then you got Ayaneo doing whatever Ayaneo is doing. So
they have a unique opportunity here to be, I mean, God, I guess basically be Ayaneo's customer service in a way, like actually get the handhelds to people. And obviously, like, they're making money in this, and you know, and there's affiliate revenue that comes from Aknes. So like the YouTube channels, especially ones like who are promoting this, like they're still making money from this. So don't get us wrong there. It's just like, I don't know. We want things to change. And so, yeah, we hope to see more channels stand up and say, you know what? At the very least, I would like to see people not accepting these early review units and review them when you can actually buy them, when the customer can actually get these. You know what I mean? You're not waiting months and months and months. I don't know. Dan, what do you think?
I still think it's amazing that Ambernick can do it.
Ambernick, yeah, there's every month, there's new Handheld, 12 Handhelds a year.
Yeah, we're just
like
kind
this.
of at a point where it's just too much.
Couldn't agree less, Stubbs. Ayaneo needs to own their shit. It's not on any third party to fix them. Yeah. And that's very fair too. It's more like, what do you want? Like, what's your priorities here out of these companies? You know, is your priority, I mean, do you want it cheap? Do you want it now? Do you want it, or do you just not want anything from them because they burn too many bridges at all, ever again? Anthony Vasquez, you and Bob are the only ones saying anything that says a lot. I feel like there's got to be more channels calling this out, but maybe they're smaller channels.
I mean, Mike did it early in this year, so Team Retro.
Team Retro's another one.
You know,
I saw one today actually. Gorillix Gaming. Gorillix Gaming was they're a smaller channel, but they had a really nice video talking about this, kind of a response, I guess, to Zoo's video. So they're going. Gentle Stone, we don't blame you, RH, but it doesn't do you any favors. Yeah. Basically, the only thing is like, we tend to do a variety of handhelds on here. We just want to show people what options there are. And is that a necessary evil? And if we cut off an entire pipeline of handhelds, you know, not letting people know if they're good, bad, or whatever, and not covering them like on the podcast for new releases coming out, do people want to hear about these handhelds at all? You know, like, how far do we take this? How far do we move this line in the sand? Because I'm game just to cut them off, because I'm personally done and fed up, especially after yesterday and the damn Pocket DS. It's like, never again. I do not want to buy any more of these damn things. Pocket Vert looks awesome.
And
you know
Andrew
what I mean?
Has not received
I'm
his,
good without
correct?
of it.
Andrew still has not received his Pocket DS.
No, he still hasn't got his Pocket. I still haven't received my Pocket Air Mini. The first one I ordered from Ayaneo.
You haven't received your Pocket Air Mini, but they're essentially fully shipped. That's what they said in their release. The only people who haven't had their Pocket Air Minis are people who haven't sent their addresses or don't have correct ones.
Yeah, let's just not cover them anymore.
Until
things get fixed. Why don't we just unanimously take that stand as the channel? All of us, not just Zoo.
So this is where we cut the stream.
Stream over. Stream over. No. You know, we were going to play around with this handheld today, but it doesn't feel like the energy's going that way, is it?
At this point, not really.
This is just a vent session. All right, well...
Hey, see, at least someone got the humor when I saw that sentence about it essentially being fully fulfilled. I'm like, those are two opposing words.
I saw that, yeah. Essentially fulfilled. Well, they said...
I love the wording. It's very funny.
Yeah, they said what they said.
Didn't even care about the rest of what they wrote. I just thought that was funny. I mean, like, these are two very different things.
It's either fulfilled or it's not fulfilled.
Correct.
What do we
It doesn't
doing?
matter what the reasoning is. It's either it is or it isn't. It's that simple.
Andrew is saying, Stubbs, don't make me pull over.
It's because you're making executive decisions on stream.
Andrew does like covering. He's fed up with them too, but he likes covering some of the higher end stuff they do, especially.
Actually, that's mostly been me on the website in the last year. And like I said, I don't get any of the stuff new. I just wait until I can buy it quickly
He
secondhand.
just dibs everything. He literally dibs everything.
No,
Probably dibs something in chat. We don't even know about it.
He can hate something. He can hate something so hard, and then still he's like, "But I need it." But I need it. But it's the worst. It's the dichotomy of man here. And I'm with
Yeah,
him
I need it
sometimes.
for my handheld museum. I'm trying to keep it up and going here for Andrew when he takes it over.
I saw the views. So people were praising Zoo, but they're also calling at the same time. They're like, "But that Stubbs guy, he's too wishy washy. He needs to stand on a side here." And my thing is, I'm a bit more like Tech Dweeb in the sense that like I just like talking about shit that I like. You know what I mean? Like I just like if I like it, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm a little more of that golden retriever energy, and Zoo's like my anger always comes out of Zoo's mouth. It gets channeled through Zoo. And it's like, well, you said the thing already I was going to say. So we have this like balance between us in that way. But the fact that I'm getting fed up at the same time, it's got to say something, I guess, right? I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired.
From the stories you've told me, it sounds like they're not even worth dealing with.
Well, they suck as a reviewer,
yeah,
too.
I'm like they
doing when they want you to do this and say that, and it's like, no, screw that. And they wanted to see the video the first time, starting with the Ace, they wanted to see the video before it launched. And I was like, we don't do that here. Hell no. No, not at all. And that was another thing they pulled back from, like, well, because I started telling people that they said that, like, no, we never, well, that was a mistake. That was someone new. No, we wouldn't, no, you don't have to send the video first. I'm like,
it's
no,
always someone
thanks.
new.
No, because I'm going to say what I think. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, there is zero sway in any way, even if it's a review unit or anything. It's like, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's shit, it's shit. And if it's amazing, then it's amazing. I was showing the Magic X135 the other day because it's fucking awesome. Shit, that's 2. Oh no, I've gone over my 4 allotments of swears.
And that's how we get demonetized.
Oh well, we're just blacklisting ourselves everywhere now. It's all right.
Okay.
Hey, I got a dad joke for you.
Oh no.
Who bought him that? Why?
All right, so a skunk was arrested for counterfeiting, okay? Because apparently he gave out bad scents.
Oh. That book is going to be so dented by the time you get through all of those jokes.
He's gonna bring it with him to CES. He's gonna pull out the book while he's meeting somebody.
I don't know, guys.
Does
anyone actually want to see about the Pocket Air Mini though? Because this sounds like it's likely going to be the last Ayaneo video we're making. So do you want to hear about this? Would you like that? Or do we just want to build on the fervor that's happening?
That's a good question.
So they're selling it for $90 on Aknes. 2 gig or 3 gig model. And someone was asking in chat earlier, if you're going to get this, which do you recommend? Yeah, go with the 3 gig. It's just Android with 2 gigs sucks, and the OS is already a little bit slow and clunky as it is. So disable Play Store if you can, if you don't mind. Get the 3 gig, and there you go. I like the Retro Power best, and I like that they do the engraving service, which I think is cool. And they should stock other handhelds that aren't Anbernic, that aren't Ayaneo. And maybe do some Anbernic, or maybe do some Retroids or some AYNs. You know what I mean? Like offer that engraving, because that could be their thing. That could be sort of their niche.
They've been doing controllers mostly and some accessories, but you look at the brands they sell. 8-Bit Dough. These are all high quality brands and good products, and customers typically don't have issues with them, but they stand by their products. And I think as Aknes, in terms of reflecting Aknes as a brand, maybe they should look to other handheld manufacturers to represent.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're a business, right? And they're going to want
Yeah.
to grow their business, and they
And
do.
they had no idea that this shitstorm was going to happen with
No.
Ayaneo, you know? I mean, they probably put in an order months ago, and they thought,
Dude,
like, hey,
Jim-
cool, we're going to expand our business and start selling handhelds. Why not? You know, it makes sense.
The two guys here, Jim and Wes, they're sweethearts. Like they're just good, gentle people. Like they're my people. You know what I mean? Like they're people I can relate to, and it's like they have this unique opportunity to facilitate and actually get these handhelds out, but maybe they just stick to these budget type ones, and then not just Ayaneo, you know, just other ones that are hard to get in the West, because they were doing a service for a while where they were trying to get anything anyone wanted over to the West for a good price, not deal with all the tariff upcharge stuff. And so maybe there's other handhelds like that Heligali Action Pie, which we liked this year too, which no one can freaking buy.
I wish
They have
that
an
would come
opportunity
back.
there if they could get a good stock of these and get them out to people. Oh God, what's the other? There's another one too I'm thinking of.
Mangmi?
Yeah, the Mangmi. No one can get the Mangmis forever. That'll be another good one for them to resell. You know, you have Mech DIY and Lit NXT and these other resell.
And
Go
they seem to
Genki.
sell a lot of different brands.
And they do a
actually,
lot
I
of
don't think they sell
brands.
Ayaneo, which is the
I don't
funny
think they
thing
do.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they do, but they upcharge more, and so
They do.
Aknes would
Yeah.
need. They would need to.
I was shocked,
below.
honestly, because I got the 3 gig, 64 gig one for $90. I'm like, I don't remember what the early bird pricing was, but I feel like that wasn't that much more than early bird pricing, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Quadzilla, the tone of the stream feels like a funeral. It kind of is. I'm
We're
kind of
burying
mourning.
Ayaneo.
Yeah, I do feel like I'm in mourning here. Doesn't it feel that way? Because
I'm telling you, this whole, if you watch me on the
Like-
podcast, every time you ask me something about, like, you know, this device, about the Ayaneo, it's like love-hate relationship. I'm like,
it's a love-hate relationship.
but I think, yeah, we can make a stance to just not even cover them, you know, at all, period. Just, you know, no news, no nothing, you know, they can just whatever.
It's like an abusive partner that is you know, you know you should leave them, but like you're comfortable, like you're so used to it that it's difficult. Is it like that? It feels like that sort of situation almost. And it's like, man, we enjoy it, but man, no, this sucks. Screw them. They screwed my Pocket TS. The screws don't even go back in. There's so many screws going on here. It's missing screws. They're making me miss a screw.
When I saw that picture, I wish we could. I don't know if we could pull it up on stream, but I was
God.
just like, I need to
A
call
mess.
911 because I just witnessed a murder.
Because because it's just done in there.
It's just
I can't even reset
for your
this thing. It's
your
just this-
brand new handheld. Your
Well,
brand new handheld.
I guess the only
Brand new
thing to do
device.
is
Not a $50 Pow Kitty. This is a couple $100 too.
you could attempt talking to them, their customer service, and be like, "Can you send me a new backplate? You know, please, just make this right. This is bullshit. This is done." We're done here. Well, freaking, I'm not the only one too. K's Retro Gaming. K's also done with them. He's another one up in
because
Canada
his
there.
Pocket DS almost killed him.
Yeah, it exploded. He left it plugged in too long, and the voltage regulator wasn't working right, and it just caught on fire. It internally combusted, and it was done. And that sucks. And someone else had another bad unit with some other issue like that. And there's multiple handhelds in their line that have these QC things that come up, much more even than Anbernic or what people might consider lesser premium devices, you know. And that's the thing. People say this is premium. This is the Apple of handhelds. I've even called it that on a number of occasions because they appear that way. But that's not the case once you open them up. You start to find that maybe they're cheaping out on parts more than you would think. And so why not spend less money on something like an Anbernic? Or, you know what's an awesome group of handhelds is a lot of the Trim UI stuff is just at the
I
right
love the
price.
Brick Hammer's great.
Brick Hammer is such an awesome everyday carry. We haven't even talked about, you know, Retroid. Retroid is kind of the leader in the space as far as Android goes by pure numbers alone. Like if you look which handheld subreddit is the biggest. Retroid is well over 100,000 with their G2. They're doing. Rob released a great video today. You covered the
I think
G2
a lot of people were very
versus.
impressed by the G2 performance. I mean, while it's not quite neck and
holding.
neck with 8 Gen 2, it's up there and
yeah.
probably one of the best values right now in that kind of price segment. So
And then if you want top end performance, the king of the space is now, as of 2026. I mean, definitely AYN. Look at this thing. The Thor with the 8
Thor
Gen
and the
2.
Odin 3. I mean,
Odin 3 with the 8 Elite. In your video, man, when I saw that today and I saw the kind of performance you were getting, the jumps you were getting above everything else in all of your gameplay footage, I was like, oh, the 8 Elite. The 8 Elite
is no
cooks.
slouch. It is no slouch. Yeah.
What about compatibility, though?
Again, I mean, I didn't cherry pick any games. These are just 10 games that I wanted to cover. I know that from my past experience, they tend to be pretty good when it comes to, the translation layer with Windows games and stuff. And all those 10 games worked. The only one that had an issue was Yakuza, which had this weird frame pacing thing going on with it. But that's pretty solid. That's pretty good. They all ran pretty dang well. So
Cyber,
just
get a Steam frame, bro.
2026.
Oh man. Wanting to trade unshipped Pocket DS for Odin 3 Ultra. Man,
Poor Andrew.
I was really expecting to come on here today to just do one of our device live streams and play with this thing more.
Yeah.
I mean, what have you guys?
Did Andrew get a Pocket Air Mini?
I don't actually. I think he did. Yeah, no, he did. I think he got one from Aknes. He said.
Okay.
Yeah, he
okay.
ordered one from Aknes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it showed up yet.
All right, I don't.
Stubbs is in this very weird position right now.
Well, we said we'd do it. It's just maybe we should have started with the gameplay and then talk. And
It's
then
like
ranted,
having
but
a funeral and then saying, "Hey, like everyone,
here's
let's
the
hit the
corpse."
clubs."
Like, here's the corpse. Pull the corpse out of the coffin. You take a look at Grandpa. Look at him. Isn't he being preserved well?
Unbelievable.
We were trying. You can't get Switch to work on here. We were trying that, and then we were like, Rob and Heavy before the stream were like, "Well, did you get this to work? No. Did you get this to work? No. Oh, well, all right." Basically, it's like, okay, for under 100, you're going to be able to play up to some light PS2, much like the 135, because this has the Helio G90 in it. And is it the G90, G90T? God, I always forget the difference.
It's the G90T.
It's the T, but minus the cell phone thing.
Yeah, so
Correct. So it's
technically
what
speaking,
the
it's
hell
the
is it called?
MT85
There you go.
8185V.
It feels. I mean, here's the thing. You'll get my raw thoughts on last Monday's podcast when I unbox this, but it feels premium. It feels good, and it plays well, and the screen is fine enough. It's an IPS. I really do think that it is one of the best budget options for the price, along with this and the Mingmi Air X. And the Hello Galley Action Pi would be in the running if you could get one. But there are things that are problematic on this too, like Game Hub doesn't work. We couldn't get Game Hub to work anyways. And GeForce Now was having a little bit of problems there, but I could probably troubleshoot and figure that out. But Switch, we couldn't get Switch to work with any emulators either, so it's not without its flaws. Android gaming, though, has been fun on here. That I've been having a blast with, which I sometimes like just picking up and playing Google Play games. I like being a basic B and just doing that, not always doing emulation. And this is a handheld that feels good to do it on.
I love chat. They're like, why isn't it Conquer branded? Nothing makes sense with this company.
This was meant to be a
So
Conquer
true.
handheld. And here's the technicality is that, man, this is still one of my favorite handhelds is the damn Conquer. And so I'm not out. I'm not. It doesn't feel like out of the question if they rebrand. I got to charge this damn thing. If they rebrand and really focus on a quality, timely shipments with their Conquer brand, this was an opportunity to be better. And while they made the better handheld, absolutely, they fell far behind the mark in their logistics of getting it out. So,
Well, it's funny because I mean,
Why?
there is
Why?
a Pocket Fit 8 Elite SKU, which
they say that, but
who knows, right? I mean, where is it?
Yeah.
Yep. It's
I hate
I love that Ban plays Dadish. I love that he got into that game.
Yeah, I'm glad that
We
going
all
to
aspire
CES.
to be like Dadish.
Yeah, here we go. Here's a nice chill. Ban brings the ASMR chill stream energy that we needed. I'm
light
stoked.
wood. I love the light wood. Nice touch.
I know. I like the red though. The one I bought from AliExpress, I sent to Jim Gray because he was gonna take a look at it.
I love the metaphor.
And if we can't agree between our YouTube channel and our website, which are separate entities, by the way, maybe it's like, well, if the guys on the website want to do whatever they're going to do, maybe. But I know I can't make the executive decisions for you guys, but my stance is I'm joining Rob here in Zoo.
Poor Zoo. If I had known that he was waiting on an Air Mini from the IGG, I would have totally ordered him one, just as a surprise, you know. Because that sucks.
Yeah. Ban, your recording is mirrored.
Give him.
Wait,
you know,
what?
Give him
Is
some
it-
grace. This is new. This is a new thing for him.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Well, now you tell me.
How
Look
Kitty
at
Ninja
Data
Man's
Frog.
going the wrong way.
Yeah, and R8, the RH logo is...
And that says at Tad. At Tad.
no.
You got. You waited that long.
Wait, didn't notice.
Hold on.
The stickers gave it away. Well, actually, never mind. The D-pad being on the right gave it away.
Well,
Okay.
Andrew, if you have a thought on this, hop
this-
on the stream. We want to hear from you, man.
Is this still mirrored?
You're good now.
Okay.
That's right.
It's weird because on my physical screen, this is reversed.
Like, Andrew misses the one stream where we could have really used the Andrew energy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he would
Andrew would have just...
tore it up.
This is a man scorned,
I'm
waiting
not
for
gonna-
his pocket DS.
I'm not gonna force myself to be rage mode. I just, that's not my thing.
Oh no, Andrew, what have you done?
Well, join from the car, Andrew. Come on.
I feel like that's
52
dangerous.
minutes. Where the
I gotta
heck
be now.
did
I
you
gotta
go?
be Andrew. Where's a hat? Where's my hat?
You need to grow a much more luxurious beard, though.
I'm getting there, man.
Yeah, it's not quite big enough.
No.
Oh, I know what'll summon Andrew.
A pocket
He's getting the
DS.
drums.
No. Oh, no. No. Yeah, Andrew's 52 minutes away from the Ayaneo factory that has his pocket DS.
Well, I mean, he ordered like normal pickup.
Oh, is that normal pickup? You go to China to get it?
I kneel. 1, 2, 3, dope. Andrew, hop on the stream. I'm gonna play djembe until you get here.
Djembe is shame.
No fear. Djembe of shame, a pain of djembe, the game. Gonna play Ayaneo, put him to shame. Yeah, band's playing Dadish on his Air Mini.
I mean, I can play something else. Like,
Fans like, what did I join tonight?
I don't remember.
He's gonna hop on to put a stop to this. He says he quits.
Oh no.
What's this? Metal Squid says their fine print says refurbs won't get any after sales support. Not worth the risk. Let's pull up that article again, though. So, of those 20 handhelds that they released, which ones?
Can I just say that article was very well done by Andrew, and
Check it
I
out.
thought it was the perfect companion piece to Zoo's video to show
It
the
is.
receipts, right? Show kind
Yes.
of sum up the entire year of what Ayaneo has been doing.
Yes. Yeah, it really does. So he just laid it out for everybody. And basically, so they claim that 1,193 units of the G3 Gen 3 version of the Pocket Fit have been delivered, and the remaining 493 units of the G3 Gen 3 version will be completed within January. And that's with the Pocket Fit. And that being said, so that's what they said they're going to do. So we'll see if that happens here in January. And then the Ayaneo 3 was also, sorry, scroll back up, Sony. Ayaneo 3 was announced 2024, but wasn't released until January 2025. Regardless, that's still 20 devices. Okay, so he's saying technicalities are happening here. All right. Current status. So here we go. Pocket Vert Indiegogo campaign began on December 27th, 2025. Next 2 campaign preview page was created but not live yet. Pocket S2 announced in March 2025. IGG pre-launch commenced in May. Constant delays result in Ayaneo to offer Pocket Air Mini as consolation gift. Now, people were saying, I saw this a response in the Ayaneo Discord that people were saying that the consolation thing was not correct, I guess. Basically, like, this is just something they were going to offer, not so much as a consolation for the delays. Or maybe it wasn't even a consolation. So I don't know if we can say that or not, but that's how we interpreted it, and that is how it seemed. IGG order is still not fulfilled. Only one model currently available for purchase, which is the 8 gig, 128 gigabyte Obsidian Black. And then when you move on to the Pocket S2 Pro, we have that surprise announcement alongside the S2. There were 3 SKUs. That B-Duck actually looked kind of cool. Pocket Air Mini. They said essentially the orders have been fulfilled. Essentially. Which there's some variance there.
My favorite sentence.
But resellers and retailers, you started to see it there. And yes, we can get it faster that way than actually getting your order. And if you want to cancel your order, you seem to get the runaround. Their mini PC announced in March 2025 only recently became available on Ayaneo's website. And the AM03 was teased in October with no further details provided. Yeah, where did that go? The Fit was announced in July. I remember that. That's when I reviewed it. And then go hurry up and wait. IGG campaign was funded by September. Shipping commenced. That's right. I reviewed it later on during when the campaign was starting up. Shipping commenced middle December. Claims some SKUs have already completed Indiegogo. Meanwhile, the Pocket Fit can be purchased from Best Buy via the authorized reseller. So they had 20 units that they shipped and did go out of stock pretty fast. But then they got more units and you can buy it right now still. And they said that they're doing that because basically everybody got their. They fulfilled a particular SKU, so they can offer that exact. They want the interest-free loan, so they can sell that one SKU because they fulfilled that SKU's obligations for Indiegogo. And remember the thing where they were just shipping out one handheld a day for the Pocket DS, one handheld a day, and just got enough out the door on launch to fulfill Indiegogo's initial promises there, and that was just like, what is going on? We even had that spreadsheet that was tracking that. Zero mention of the 8 Elite. Nobody knows kind of what's going on with that. Pocket
and the
DS.
problem is they don't communicate. That's why no one knows what's going on, because they don't communicate. I mean, look at the Odin 3, right?
Right.
AYN was up front and said, look, the Ultra SKU is going to be an issue for us, and they gave their buyers an opportunity to make a decision there and let them know they were informed, and that's all you need to do is just be transparent, communicate.
Yeah, exactly. And then, Pocket DS announced July, and pre-orders mid-August, expected to arrive in October. And this is one where I did not accept a review unit for that one either. It's like, no. And that's where we're starting to be fed up with what's going on, because after the Conquer Pocket Fit fiasco, I didn't want to make a video again. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is awesome. You should go get this if you want it. When are you going to get this? Well, it says this time frame. Oh, no, missed that. Oh, and we look like dummies because we're like, oh, no, we're not doing that anymore. I'll go review the Pocket DS when I get my order, which is what I decided to do here. And then my Pocket DS is broken. Oh, good. And I'm not.
I know. And I'm
not even going to finish that video at this point.
Well, it's funny because I've seen some comments about Indiegogo being it's crowdsourcing, right? It's crowdfunding. So the idea is that you're lucky to get your product, but the thing is they have their deadlines. They put their own timelines into their campaigns, and they have never hit them. They've never hit those campaigns, those timelines ever.
Before Arthur bought the company, the original Windows, what was it, the very first handheld they made, right? One, the first or second, weren't those a little more timely when they were just starting the company up, or was that also a delay because they were just starting the company up?
I'm pretty sure it was the same issue with them starting it up as well, because
that was right around
the Ayaneo 2021.
The 2021. That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe it's always been that way. what it sounds like. Doesn't begin arriving until November, early December for the DS. Initially claims retro gray shells will be restocked in December. Then it's pushed to early January. Now it's just January sometime. So they're these sneaky updates. And while the things they're sharing and their responses seem mostly technically correct, it's like there's not this air of doing right by their customers, or it feels like gaslighting, especially to us in the West, who are like, we are prioritizing you all out there. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, sorry, scroll back up, Sony. I missed a couple lines there. Thank you. So with the 1S DS and the Flip 1S, which was announced in June, the IGG campaign launched in July. Shipping status update was provided in late December. Ayaneo blamed supply issues for both variants. AI370 model is moving forward with production and shipping, they say. 8870U supplier was unable to fulfill deliveries, they say, at this stage or in the foreseeable future. So they offer a free exchange with the Ayaneo 3 for 8840U backers, which you could pay to upgrade to the AI370 or pay to exchange for a AI370 Ayaneo 3. All right, claims deliveries of all remaining AI370 Flip 1S units will be completed before the start of the Chinese New Year holiday. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit there. And offers $50 Ayaneo official store coupon for all backers whose orders are unshipped. Oh, man. Pocket Play. Now, this thing does look kind of neat as well. Announced no official Kickstarter IGG campaign. So I saw that they're also starting to flip to going to Kickstarter.
Well,
so are they done with Indiegogo or what?
No,
because
so
they
that's
also launched
interesting.
the Vert on Indiegogo.
Correct. So they have started. They started a campaign for Kickstarter, or they have the preview, and then they went back to IGG for the next handheld. So it's like,
Yeah, I saw that.
What's going on
for a
there?
minute there, I thought we were seeing signs of a changed Ayaneo. I was like, oh, cool, they're doing Kickstarter. Maybe this is signaling a positive direction now. Kickstarter, maybe it was Indiegogo that was holding them back with logistics and issues. Maybe Kickstarter means a new, fresh thing. But they're doing two different crowdfunding platforms plus selling from their own store. What is going on here? What sort of shell company BS is going on here? What is happening? Why? Now, I know we have companies like AYN who are also doing,
I've said it in the
IGG.
past. I know I've said it on those podcasts in the past, and it's just, this is like a money laundering scheme.
It starts to come off that way. It starts to be interpreted that way when you start looking at the numbers.
They got a Ponzi
specs.
scheme going on here.
Yeah, you look at these stats and you have to wonder really what's going on. And we're not like finance experts here. Like, we're freaking nerds. We're tech reviewers. What do you... I guess we're becoming Gamers Nexus quickly here. I don't know what's going on. But apparently this is the situation we're in. And if no one's going to stand up to this damn bunch of crap, someone has to put a line in the sand and make them feel a little bit of pain. And we're not the biggest channel out there, so I don't know how much pain we're going to be making them feel. But if we stand and we stay consistent with our stance and others start to follow, it will make an impact. And with customers, the people who watch us, who also decide to take this stance, there will make a change. Now, some people are saying go as far as putting them out of business. I don't feel that myself. I just want to see them change and actually change into a company that we could work with again and actually want to support and actually want to buy handhelds from again. That's where I'm at with it, because that's just how I live my life, where I have this optimism and I look for the best in people and everybody, and I hope for the best in everybody, and that people can turn themselves around. People go to, prison for whatever, some things not. Okay, some things definitely not. But, people who can reform themselves. And I hope for that here, where we want to go ahead and get handhelds from them. It's not a forever thing to me. It's a putting on pause until we see actual change happening. Now, they tried to reach out to Zoo, as I understand it. I don't know what they wanted to get. Maybe they're wanting to say, hey, how can we make you happy again? How can we make you happy? No. We're not accepting that. How can you make your customers happy? Who cares about us? We'll be fine. Like Zoo was saying in his video, who cares? Like, this is our hobby. Who cares? We'll be okay. We can buy our own units, We could use the affiliate or the ad revenue to just go buy units we want to review, which is kind of where we're getting to anyways as a channel, just across the board, okay? We're starting to just accept less and less review units in general, because it just sometimes shifts the balance a little bit, and it's just better buy what we want to buy, and then we'll review what we want to review with no strings attached, no embargoes, no rules, nothing. And the only downside in that is that you're going to see reviews coming later from us, so you're not going to get that early coverage. That's the downside of going that direction. And so there's a trade-off there. And my hat, I got to bring this to CES again this year. As I'm wearing my Lenovo shill hat. This was actually a pretty cool hat. I will shill for any company that sends me a cowboy hat.
I mean, it looks like a nice hat.
Just need a cowboy hat. I'm easy to please, Rob. Or corn dogs, apparently. Send me a corn dog. We'll talk. Arthur, send me the best.
You did pretty well. You got
Chinese
corn dogs
corn
back
dog.
to back on the podcast.
No. We interviewed Arthur once on our website. And that was an interesting interview that was totally played it close to the vest. We couldn't get anything of substance out of that interview, which was unfortunate. It was sort of a chance to kind of talk about some of this stuff early on as they were starting to go downhill, and it completely was just the most corporate, BS. And we're like, okay, all right, this is your chance to talk to the people. We do have about 3 to 5 million readers a month on our website now. You could really talk to some people out here, but so there we go. I mean, it's so hard to get units, so if you guys review them later, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too. And that's what I'm doing with the Pocket DS, although now I'm deciding not to review it. I just don't want to. I'm just not having fun with it now. I might like it better in some senses than the Thor because it has a bigger screen, but that's about where it ends. I just like that they made a 7-inch screen. That's kind of what the review was going to say. Like, hey, the Thor is better in almost every way, but because of my eyesight, I do like having a bigger screen if possible. Review done. Don't buy it because many of these are having that joystick problem where you have to open it up, reconnect the ribbon cable. So it's not worth it. I'll probably just resell it for less money than I bought it for. Yeah, it's janked. It's just whatever. Sell it for half what I bought it for. Who cares? And move on with my life because it just doesn't feel good in my hands when I'm playing it now because I just think about all this stuff. So.
Yep. K as well. Poor
K as well, yeah. Man, whew. This was a vent set. I did not expect this to go this way. I thought we were going to spend 5 minutes on talking about the issues and then kind of go and review this handheld or whatever. I just don't feel like doing that now. You guys probably don't either, huh?
I'm here wherever you need me to be for.
I know. You're so supportive, Rob.
I support you, man, no matter what.
Yeah, pretty one note. Columbi's right. All right, we're done yapping. Let's talk to you all. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you have any questions? Do you want to air your grievances? Do you want to air grievances about us? We're about to start season 6, and we want to be better. Is there things that you would like to see from us that we could be better at? Because we don't want to be like Ayaneo, for instance. We want to not be gaslighting people. We want to not be hypocrites. We want to not be deceiving people. We want to not be wasting people's time or not giving them the value that they're bringing that they want out of us. You know what I mean? So how can we be better? How do we become the best?
We want
I agree with it. Less djembe.
People were saying when I asked for this on our YouTube wall, they were like, please, how do you get more djembe? And I'm
that's not what they were asking for.
I'm like,
that is not true. I don't think that's
there were like
true.
2 or 3 comments. They were like, more djembe. I was like, I guess I can do that. I don't want to. I feel like it's been played out, and it makes Andrew very upset. Very upset.
Well, we
Very
do have
upset.
someone who wants more djembe.
See? I
They
like
don't even
y'all,
care about
to
the
be
Ayaneo
honest.
situation.
I
They
don't
just
give
want
an
more
F.
djembe.
Keep reviewing Ayaneo.
That's all they're here for. Is just they want the djembe.
More djembe. We got another one.
Every year we do something stupid, and what's going to be next year's theme? I don't know. This year was the electrician, the djembe, the death of DJ Windex,
Corn
and
dogs.
the corn dog thing.
We had a lot. We had a lot this past year.
Cheeto Steve came back from the dead.
I'm just glad that we weren't trying to put me back in the attic.
Have we peaked? Bite Explorer.
We have peaked.
Andrew, nobody asked for one.
What do you mean, Andrew? I'm looking at it right now in chat.
Ban, what are you playing?
I'm just playing Sonic. I'm just playing Sonic Advance on
Do you
the
like
Trim UI Smart Pro.
You got the yellow. So that's going to piss off Andrew. So yeah, Andrew, I didn't tell you this, but I sent Ban the yellow one that you wanted. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Stubbs. Oh,
First, this poor man
Under
doesn't
the
get his
bus.
Pocket DS. Now he doesn't get the color trim UI.
Poor
mean-
dog gate.
Stubbs, that's not the only mistake you made with this shipment.
Oh yeah, I gave you my Odin 3 Max. I meant to send you my Odin 3 Pro, and I was going to
Nice.
keep my Max, but I sent you my retail
Yeah.
Max that I had bought, and I
The,
said just keep it, whatever. You already
Well,
have it.
yeah,
I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. Okay, I'm very tired, and I'm also very sick. Okay, I'm still damn freaking sick over this flu or whatever's going on.
I love that picture of all the 3 Odins that you had
Yeah,
in the same
all-
color.
It's beautiful.
I have an Odin 1, 2 Pro, and now a 3 Max. And they're all this same transparent purple. So, I mean... Is it going to turn up? Yeah.
It is beautiful. I like the
I-
purple the best.
I like the back of the Odin 3. I don't like this ugly purple on the front.
Oh man.
What do you mean, Andrew? This is an Odin
I like
3
it.
stream at
You know
this
what
point.
the color reminds me of? Remember the Power Rangers movie? The purple guy?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how does Bear remember, but Stubbs is drawing a blank over there?
I grew
I
up
don't
on...
even think Bear was alive when that movie came out.
Okay, but
I
I
don't know
grew
what you're
up on
talking
Power Rangers.
Andrew says I almost hit a guardrail.
He's so upset.
Yeah, the
Well,
ooze
because
guy.
I was gonna send
Ooze.
it to Andrew instead, but I think Andrew wanted to opt for getting his Ultra, so he's like, I don't want a Pro. But
my
then
man.
Ban ended up getting a Max.
I know what game he has loading up. Yes.
I gave away so many of my handhelds this Christmas.
You
I have too
donated
many.
so much to the giveaway.
I don't need them anymore. I want to just keep what is the best and the things that I really truly enjoy playing on, and then keep some of them as comparisons that I know other people will want to see, but those aren't ones I'm going to be using. I don't count those as part of my collection really. They're just review comparison models. That's it.
Yeah,
I heard that Stubbs is going to start selling the guts of those handhelds that he just uses for comparisons.
that's true. All he needs are the shells.
They're going to be like IKEA, units where it's just
Um,
hollow shell on the.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
and happy New Year.
Oh yeah,
New
Happy
Year.
New Year,
Yeah,
everyone.
Happy New Year.
You know what? Let's have. So
That's
we're
right, it is a
starting
new
out.
year.
We're starting out the new year with this whole event session. We're fed up with Ayaneo. The rest of this year, if we have Ayaneo out of our lives, I think the year will be a lot happier, right? I think we could have a really happy year this year. I hope for a positive, less dramatic, less crazy year in the handheld world. Because we can't continue on like this. It's. I mean, I'm sick and tired. Literally, I'm sick and tired. And I just don't want to hold on to all that e-waste anymore and talk about all this crap. So
Well, then
we got to
stop
talk about
talking
stuff that
about
we.
the e-waste.
I know. So let's talk about stuff we enjoy the most. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I enjoy the most?
What?
Long, unskippable cutscenes.
Oh,
I know.
The career
Yeah.
mode for Blur, yeah, every time.
Somebody
I
had
know
a
how
novel.
to play this game.
Somebody had a novel idea on our comment section on that post I posted. They said, "What if? This is crazy, but what if you guys talked about games more versus the hardware, like the games you would play on the handheld?" I said, "What?"
No.
The funny
no.
thing is, I don't know. I mean,
Wait a minute.
You guys probably have noticed, but like a lot of times, I use my videos as just an opportunity to just either showcase cool
Yeah.
games or talk about cool games. So I try to sneak it in there.
Yeah, because how many of us out there are addicted to getting the hardware, and we have this big collection of hardware
I mean,
that we're not using to play as many games because it's like, well, which handheld do I use to play that game? And I get stuck, and now I need to take a nap because it's too much thinking. I don't play any games.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
hey, I'm pretty proud of myself. I did all
been
right
doing
last
good.
year. Yeah, I played a lot last year. I'm
Been doing good.
Trying to remember what I love most about these devices, and that's playing games. And I've done a lot of that,
Yeah, PC gaming on. This was your video from today. This was such a good video, Rob.
I enjoyed making this one, and it's funny because I put it on the back burner because the Odin 3 dropped, and I started focusing on that, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me pick this back up and now add the Odin 3 into the picture, and it was like, whoa, the 8 Elite is really, really killing it here, you know. So it was kind of a cool comparison to me.
I'm glad that you use your videos for that too. That you get to show off all these games, and it's like, there was a good recommendation where why don't we every week, not just once a month, where Zoo reviews the game of the month, but what if every week we do a dedicated segment on the games of the month, the games of the week, games of the quarter? We check in, and then we all commit to playing at least one of those things on top of the other stuff we enjoy playing. And I thought that was a good idea. I'm like, yeah, why don't we closer incorporate those two things? It's a novel idea. Novel idea. Maybe I don't need to show you every variant of the R36S every Monday.
What do you mean? I think everybody loves that.
I know.
I was going to send you more links on AliExpress.
I'm just contributing to the damn landfills at this point. You know how many pieces of e-waste I have under there?
Too many.
Oh, we know. We know.
I have like 3 months more worth of podcast fodder sitting over there. I don't want to even, I don't know.
I think you should just open it all at once one day.
I love this.
Why don't we just do that now?
Comparison here. This is my favorite with the poor Retro Pocket. It's going 10 frames per second. I think I did like a full lap.
Oh no!
Retro Pocket didn't even finish it. Look at the.
Duty.
That was painful to sit through. That was hard.
Wait, you guys play games in these handhelds? I've only been pre-ordering, waiting on shipping, checking tracking every hour, getting packaged, turning it on, and setting it up, then ordering the next one. Isn't that the cycle we all find ourselves in?
That's
the
a
crazy
lot of fun.
ones
I enjoy
out here?
that actually.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
I do like playing games, but I also really like playing with just the hardware itself.
It's the rush. It's the dopamine rush of the thing that's coming. And then when you get it, you get an immediate, the drop of dopamine you get when you actually get the thing. About the first day, maybe you're like, oh, yeah, here it is. And it's like you go on Amazon or you go on Best Buy. You're like, all right, now what neck do I get next? You go on the Retro Handhelds podcast and you're like, what handheld are they talking about this week? All right, do I need this? Well, I already have a lot, but there's coupons in the description though. Well, I guess. And then you forget you even ordered it, and then it shows up and you're like, oh, I did buy that last month. Well, I wonder what handheld they're talking about tonight. Don't listen to these YouTubers.
So look at Ben go here.
Yeah, look at him go.
As you know, you lose most of your skill when it's all live.
It's true. I was going to say your bumper is about to fall off, but you seem to have salvaged it. You got the repair one, so you're good.
And then I hit a wall. I tried to go in. I didn't go far enough.
Never mind. Never mind.
That's my bad.
I'm here for the fish.
Yeah.
I like watching Dan play because he's good at games.
Usually.
Did you just not see him crash into a median?
It's ironic. That's what I always say. He's good at games.
Amazing.
Usually good at games.
You usually are good at games. I'm bad at games most of the time I'm showing gameplay. I always tell producer Sony when he edits my videos, I'm like, can you at least show like the last 10 seconds where I start to get decent? And and then I'm happy when I see that. But even then, it's not like as good as Ban.
It's funny because I'm seeing a band, he's trying to keep it out of the angle of the lighting. And I'm like, that is the one thing I can't stand about the glass front handhelds. They are a pain to record. I mean, just doing anything with them.
Walter Grant, you are part of the problem, not the solution. Quit being part of the problem. Yeah, I agree.
Blur is really such a good game. I agree.
I think I'm going to try and put a lot more time into playing Blur specifically on here.
Honestly, it doesn't get much better than how it runs on there. I mean, you pretty much can max it all out, and it's as good as a PC experience, basically.
Honestly, having this in hand now, it's kind of making me want to get rid of the. I have the Y700 with the G9 controller. I kind of just don't want to keep it after using this.
Should we change the podcast to be in a hot tub?
Doesn't Todd usually watch the podcast from his hot tub?
From his hot tub, yeah. I
He
think
usually
he does.
does.
Bathtub, yeah, yeah. That seems like the right move to make. You put some Epsom salt in there, you get your muscles nice and relaxed, and then you tune in on every Monday and then just kind of watch us. Why not?
Andrew, we're just live streaming until you get home so we
yeah.
can hear your opinions. I love your opinions.
We're actually trying to stay on to make sure that you make it home safely.
Yeah.
That's true.
Accountability.
Do I need to just start?
Stub streams.
Do I need to just keep pulling out more
Hot
handhelds?
stuff
Is that what's going on? Like,
Hardware
Why don't you
fatigue.
show us what you got
Yeah.
on your Mangmi now? This is great.
oh, my Mangmi is set up for PSP.
No, yeah, but that's
I
what
I
use
love the
mine for.
Mangmi so much. I actually bought a second one because I'm
I
gonna
Really?
love the Mangmi.
I'm gonna do what do you call it? Gamma on one. I'm gonna have the stock on the other one. I want to mess around with it. Take a look at some things.
I did
I
put
don't think
Gamma
I'm done
on
with the
this one.
Mangmi quite yet for my channel. I really like the Mangmi a lot.
Ben, I love that you still have the RP2S because I brought mine today too because it just seems like I don't play it enough.
And he has the
and I
good
can't
color.
get rid of it.
He has the right color. Oh,
Me
you do
too.
too. Yes.
Me too
yes.
here.
Green Gang,
Huh?
rise up.
Rob-
Yes.
Oh no, there's a hair.
Rob and I usually agree on what's
Yes.
like the
we
good
almost
color.
always are in sync with the colors.
Um,
I
love
was like,
this.
what was that stupid Game MT thing you made me buy? And I'm like, you getting purple, right? And he's like, yeah. Yeah. of
oh,
course.
the E3 Vigor.
You know, we know what it's gonna be like. Why did I buy it? I don't even know. This is Ban's fault.
Just like the Magic X 040. I did
In
not
green.
need this again, but it was green. Why? Why? Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, Rob. My Mangmi set up purely for PSP.
It's a great way to play PSP. It is definitely a good way to play PSP. Yep.
I don't know how long my RP2S is gonna take to actually turn on.
What?
Here's my end game Powkitty RGB 30. It has metal buttons.
Poor Pal Kitty. I
Oh,
think
there
they
we
have
go.
hit the end game.
It feels so good though. I don't know why. This is like the one Powkitty that I'm ride or die on because this has metal buttons and stuff.
I actually gave mine up. I had to because the battery,
Really?
the charging issues really drove me insane.
Yeah, I
after
know,
a
this is
while.
one of the
yeah, it's
jankier
so,
handhelds,
it's so
unfortunately.
inconsistent
I
and
know.
unreliable. I'm like,
no more.
yeah, yeah.
And
No,
I'm
I feel like
never
the
letting
Cube
go of my
XX
bubble.
was the better, of the budget, square screens.
You gotta
Yeah,
do the bubble.
but the E3 Vigor is coming out. Rob.
Oh, I know.
I'm not
I
getting
can't,
that. I'm not getting that.
I'm so excited.
No, you guys ordered that. I will not join you in that. 'Cause
We
I-
did order it. You
I know
better
you
not
did.
have. You better not have abandoned that.
I bought it. I
okay,
bought it.
good.
He was,
I'm gonna check their website. I know where you live. I know when
Hey,
they dox you.
hey, no.
That was the moment when I said, "Now you guys have gone too far, and I'm done."
Yeah. It's
After
the right
all that
move.
e-waste.
It's the right move. Game MT is they're trying over there.
You know what I want to talk about more though? XR glasses. I feel like it's not talked about enough, and you can plug the damn things in and get whatever you want on an OLED screen. Because we say like, it's an IPS screen. Well, if you get the glasses, you get OLED screen, but it's on your face, so a little different. Technically,
Are you pivoting?
Yeah, I was like,
it's a topic transition.
what are we transitioning to?
The fact that the next video for me will be about XR glasses, specifically the
Oh.
Vitcher Beast, because they just came out, and we'll talk to them at CES, and we're
Are-
going to be talking about the CES stuff next.
Wait.
So I'm pivoting.
They're called the Vitcher Beast.
Yes,
Are they good for emulation?
I don't know.
Are they
Should
an
we unbox it
emulation
right
beast?
now? Do you want me to unbox it and plug it into the Ayaneo?
It took you-
Something.
What have
Yeah.
you done, man?
No, we don't need to look at them.
No, we don't need to. That's a podcast thing. Well, let's get out of here, guys. Let's see. Well, this has been something. I don't know what this video became, but it was a nice talk.
I mean, we set out to talk about the Ayaneo
We did.
problem. We did do that.
We
We talked a little bit about Aknes and even the Pocket Air Mini, so we actually did somewhat
You're right.
accomplish our goals.
I guess we did hit the goals by accident. Appreciate that. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Rob. Catharsis
I love
stream.
joining you guys for streams no matter what. It doesn't matter what we're
Commiserating.
doing.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Gonna go donate a bunch of money to IND.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Instructions unclear.
There will be no-
I just bought all 20 of their handhelds from last year.
There will be no Ayaneo affiliate links in the description today. There will be an Aknes link because they're awesome. Breath of fresh, not bullshit.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, if we had Zoo on here, man, he'd be tearing it up. But go watch Zoo's video if you haven't. Everybody, he just says it like it is on there, man. He voices it so succinctly, so perfectly. And read Andrew's article. So go do it. Into stream right when Andrew arrives home. That's right.
Yeah, like he pops on and we end the stream in that exact moment. Like the frame starts, he logs in, end right on top of it.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, this has been something. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for watching our channel. We appreciate you. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. We're going to continue and we're going to explore this new direction that we're going in. I guess no more Ioneos. There you go. That's what we're doing now. So if you want to see Ayaneo, go check out another channel, maybe Aiden Walls or that Canadian guy, one of the guys, other country people. And if you want to see more of this, well, we're going to be doing the podcast again here in a few weeks after a little hiatus. We got a CES podcast, though, coming this next week, so stay tuned for that.
Always a blast. Yeah.
Join our Patreon or our Discord subscription or our YouTube members here to be on the supporting list here, and we thank you all so much for supporting. That starts at we start at $3 a month, in fact. And yeah, there's different perks for you there, and we give you a copy of the Reset Collection front end, and we even offer something called Repairing Your Handhelds for you, a modding service, which not too many people end up taking us up on, but it's still there, so feel free. We also have a merch store if you're interested, with new designs coming out all the time. If you want to rep the RH, rep Zoo, stand strong with your Zoo, and we got some cool new logos on there. We got hats, we got mugs, we got shirts, all this stuff. Very, very good. Here's a QR code you can scan in the top, even if you want to be lazy and do that instead. But until the next one, I really do just, again, appreciate you all taking the time to stop by today. Feel free to continue the conversation in the comments. Chit chat. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Discord. Hop on the Discord, We're always there. We're always chatting.
Yell at us on the Discord, on here, wherever. Send us hot corn dogs if you want. And until the next one, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Rob and Ban and producer Sony. And you know what? And Andrew, too, wherever he might be.
He's on the road
saying,
still.
Beautiful
saying,
hands you got there, Ban.
Yeah. Take care of your handhelds. And take care of each other.
Like, wait, I don't have it.
Take care of,
Well, not
take
this
care
one.
of each other.
Here you go. I got a cool one. This one's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
They did a good job on this
You
one.
and Burnix Shell.
They did all right on this one.
They did.
Yeah.
Love you guys.